it was sour news. We didn't get on Shark Tank, but that month we ended up selling the company over 6 figures.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, so you got acquired.
Yeah. We got
Good
acquired.
for you.
Yeah, because a patent's not worth it at that stage. It's worth like 50K, 40K.
What do you mean?
Because he was saying like, oh, we didn't make it to the third round because of the lack of a patent, mostly, right?
It was more of a because drop shipping, like they're not.
Speaking of mentors and everything, how did you meet Tai Lopez? Honestly, this sounds effed up, but I'm waiting for everything to just collapse.
Scary.
Dude, I made so much money during like COVID.
Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone to New Money Talks, episode number 22.
22.
I never heard of this podcast. What is going on? Okay, now you guys will know.
Now they know about the podcast.
Now they know.
Yeah. All right,
Gotta
Sam
love the
Jacobs.
intros.
It's been a while.
I'm a master of intro. I have a little brother, 17 years old, freaking rocking on YouTube. I gotta learn the intro from him.
Yeah.
You know.
Sam Jacobs. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We met online virtually, as everyone does in this industry, probably almost 5 years ago now, and we met in person for the first time like 4 years ago. And I don't think we've seen each other since, so it's a nice little reconnection. But for those listening who don't know who you are, whether they're in the e-commerce industry or in real estate or trading, whatever it might be, someone walks up to you in a bar and says, "Who the hell are you? What do you do for a living?" What do you say? Give me your little like 1 minute sales pitch or 2 minute sales pitch.
I'm Top G's little brother.
Short
to the point. Nah, I am a 22-year-old entrepreneur.
You can hold the mic like this, by the way, so you can like speak in the front, like turn
Not
it.
like you're sucking it.
Yeah. Like speak in the front. So they're considered cardioid mics. So like most mics, like when you're singing, you speak like this, but these you speak in the front.
Got you.
Just FYI.
Cool. All right. So I am a 22-year-old entrepreneur based out of New York. Hustle for a living. I mainly do e-commerce. I own a few different e-commerce brands. I've done about $7 million to date online. It's a pretty cool achievement over the last 5 years since I started. I am happily married. We'll talk about that.
Congrats.
Thank you. And I do some investing. I own a fulfillment company out in China. We ship tens of thousands of orders every single month for e-commerce sellers. And I don't even know what I do sometimes. I lose track. It's
Still a little bit of
crazy.
everything.
A little bit of everything, for sure.
What's one thing that you don't do that you've been wanting to get into, but like just because of timing conflicts or whatever it might be that you haven't been able to get into yet? Or have you just hit everything?
Yeah, I think like software, definitely. Creating a software of some sort. I mean, I always loved the subscription model and just be able to grow that to something that people actually want and need.
100%.
That's awesome business. But just for me, it's probably going to require most of my day, and it's not the lifestyle that I want.
So where do you spend most of your time right now? Like day to day, like what the hell do you do?
What do I do? So here's my day in a life for Sam Jacobs, right?
Do you wake up cold shower, backflips and push-ups and everything or no?
So my day in a life is not consisting of any cold showers. It's not consisting of any meditation for the most part. I do not wake up at 4 a.m., right? I wake up probably 8, 9 o'clock, right? Do my prayers and kind of just reflect on the day and set my energy and tone for what I want to accomplish that day. Kind of like, what do I want to do today to kind of get my day in the right direction to say at the end of the day, hey, this was an amazing day. What can I do throughout this day? So I just kind of go through my to-do list, get all those things done. I usually have breakfast around 2, 3 p.m. I always forget sometimes to eat breakfast because I see and I learned myself that if I don't eat breakfast, I actually focus better. Happens to a lot of people.
There's a lot of science behind that with intermittent fasting. Did you say it's breakfast or more lunch?
Well, it became a lunch.
It became a lunch.
Maybe we'll call it brunch.
Yeah. So I just have a coffee sometimes and water. Definitely water first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And I get straight into it. Try to grind it out until I kind of get weak. Till I got to eat. And then I try to wrap up my day at around 4 or 5 o'clock. And I'm very into actually living life today with social media. All people do is live in someone else's life and care about more of other people's lives than their own life. So I'm very into actually living your own life. I try to shut off my phone during the afternoon times and enjoy family, enjoy my own personal time, just relax and actually live life because most people overlook that. And it's important.
No, props to you for that, because there's a lot of people who are just listening to Gary Vee and they're just fucking like posting pictures at 2:00 in the morning, like, oh, I'm grinding later than you, blah, blah, blah. But like, that's not the way to do it. Like, you got to work smarter, not harder sometimes.
100%.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Go.
No, it's funny when you say, like Gary Vee, like posting 2 a.m., like grinding it out. That was actually me, when I first started. But I needed that because I was, think about it, 16-year-old kid, had like $2,000 in the bank, a 16-year-old kid, that's pretty good for today. And I kind of was like, okay, I want to start a business. And I started drop shipping online, selling products online without actually touching the product. And for me, I didn't have much time. I was still in school, right? I had in the summer a side job. I was doing lifeguarding. I was a lifeguard, just watching the kids from the side, right? Same. Yeah. And I was coming home very late every single night from school. I had schoolwork and all that. So I ended up working until 2, 3 a.m. every night on my business. And then I used to wake up at 7 a.m. So like 5 hours sleep. I used to sleep during class sometimes just to like make up the sleep. And I would do whatever I could just to get in that few hours of work. A lot of people today, you ask them, hey, why don't you start a business? Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have money. Every excuse in the book. So at the end of the day, it's like in your control. If you really want something, you can figure it out.
Yeah. How did you find the whole world of like drop shipping and Shopify and all this when you were 16?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I was like going on YouTube, actually Dan De Silva.
Oh, shout out Dan. Screw you, Dan. Shout out Dan.
Drama.
No, I love Dan. No, Dan. If you listen to the podcast, like it took us like a lot of takes to get Dan here. He's a special guy over here. Yeah. He'll see this and he'll laugh. Anyways, keep going. I love that.
Dan is a G. I was just watching his video. I was like, yo, this guy made like 20 grand in a month, like drop shipping. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I started Shopify.com, went straight into it, ended up selling like some dog product, like every single beginner drop shipper sells.
A dog or a cat product.
And like a dog or a cat product. That's always the first drop shipping product. So if you're a brand new drop shipper and watching this, don't sell that for your first product. Right?
Especially if you have a pet, because then you'll get too emotionally attached to it.
No, this is the perfect product. Yeah. I can guarantee you, whatever you're selling right now, if you're a beginner, it's usually a fail. It took me 10 products to find my first winner, which is usually what happens in the beginning.
Took me like 30.
Yeah. Wow.
Yash took him like 50.
Yo, Yash. You know Yash? He's on YouTube as well, too.
Yash Shah.
Yeah, I think he has like 8K subs, and he was saying something like 50 products. Like, couldn't find a winner.
Like 20 racks or like 25 racks.
He borrowed money from like his parents type of stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Find a winner.
How much did you spend on like ads before you popped that winner?
Not much. So most people, what they do is they spend a lot of money to get that first winner. But my strategy is actually the opposite. I do low budget. Like you shouldn't be spending more than $100 or $150 per product test. And I've seen people, like some of my students, like hit first or second product. Obviously, it's very rare, but it's really understanding the principles and understanding drop shipping before someone jumps in. So for me, I probably spent around $1,000 or $1,500 before I hit my first winner, and that made me 10K in sales, probably a few thousand net. But after that, the product just kept piling up winner after winner.
Because then like, all right, if this thing worked, like, all right, this is probably going to work.
Right.
And then
you can kind of get the eye for a winner product.
And this was like 2018?
2018, 2017.
And Facebook was better back then.
Yeah, that's all I did. Facebook ads, for sure.
TikTok did not exist then. You doing TikTok ads now?
No, I don't even know what TikTok was.
He has no clue what TikTok is.
He's still like Facebook all the way.
No, I don't know. I haven't met one person that doesn't know what TikTok is. I mean, it's like.
Would you say that it's as like, have you integrated that as much as you did, let's say, Facebook back when you got started? Like, is that vital in your brands right now? Or
yeah, so definitely like TikTok's a great platform to advertise, but at the same time, it's a little bit different than what Facebook was in 2017 because I don't think it's as strong, but the scalability is definitely there. Like with TikTok, you can like scale heck out of it. And like one day you're doing $100 a day in sales, and the next day you're at like 30K. Like this literally happened to me. We had a student came to me, $300 a day. I looked at his stuff. I'm like, bro, you got a winner product here. He's like, really? Yeah. We switched a few things up. We got more creatives. We started seeing, the good cost per purchase, and we scaled it up 32K in a day, 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild. But it
doesn't last that long.
Didn't last that long.
Yeah.
you got to find the middle ground.
Yeah.
You know,
I got a question for you because we don't do mad tactical type of show here.
Right.
Usually it's just like, conversation, whatever. But you went into some interesting shit, which I think could save people a lot of fucking money. So you need like $100 to test a goddamn product. Right. After $100, like next product, right?
Yeah.
Like what are other some like little tips like that that's like, hey, we'll save that like 17-year-old from spending $20K.
Yeah. like here's what's being taught to you now. Fuck that shit.
I know obviously like people like pay for this information. Obviously, like give a little bit for free.
All right, let me put you guys onto game. All right.
Yeah,
so
like what's something you wish you told yourself when you were getting started, or that you would tell yourself if you were starting in today's climate? Because I think that's different than what you told yourself.
Like $5-10 ad sets. If you don't get a goddamn purchase in 2 days, scrap it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what do you got?
So if I was starting drop shipping again, there's a few things that I would keep in mind. Number one, most people test the same products that everyone else does. So don't test what everyone else is doing. Saturation is real. So definitely try to stay away from the herd. Number two, cut losers quick. And I get this from trading, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be going ahead and spending so much money on a product that's not getting you sales, right? If you set up your website, you set up your ads, you spend $100, even $50, right? If you have a low budget, $50. You're not getting a purchase by them, or even add to cart, right? You can already see if it's going to work or not. Like with the winter products that I've had, first day 7x ROAS.
Yeah.
We spent $100, got $700 back. Those are the crazy winners. We scale our brand to $1 million.
Yeah.
So that's what I've just seen, and obviously it takes time to get that system, but don't burn so much money.
And like don't force it, right? Like let it come to you in a sense, right? Like because like Facebook will tell you, hey, this one's a killer. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, and also like in today's climate, like if it's not, what I like to say is that if it's not effortlessly break even, then you probably won't be able to like effortfully get it profitable, if that makes sense. So like if you launch like $100 campaign, couple audiences, very simple landing page, very simple creatives, like nothing too fancy, not a lot of upsells. If it was effortless to launch it and get it to like a point where it's like break even, then you're in a really good spot, because then you can just, you can iterate and you can just add a few things to it and continuously improve it over time, and then you can get it profitable. Whereas a lot of people are like, when they first launch that, it's at like, it's negative 20% margin. They're like, all right, I'll work really hard to get it profitable. It's like, nah, if it's not hitting off the bat, it's going to be really hard to get it profitable, especially in today's climate.
For sure.
100%. I'm actually curious too, because I started in the dropshipping world, like what was it, 2017 we started type of thing, 2016. A lot of it was just like taking people's videos on Facebook, right? Like if you're a young guy and you need creative, what do you recommend? You still recommend just take like a winner off of Facebook and run it?
Right.
Or do you make your own videos right now?
So there's no direct answer. Of course, like budget is a factor.
Budget's a factor, right? It's like, well, if this thing got like 1 million views already, you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah. So like, for example, there's a product right now. I'm not going to say which product, but with the first day we launched, we were already at break even with crappy content.
Yeah.
So what we did was we just sent it to actual UGC creators, like actual influencers. There's like different websites you can order video ads from, and we are going to get a sick video ad. And we're saying, hey, if we're getting break even on a crappy content, then a really good video ad will go really, really far.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Usually that, or just having someone take clips that are already out there and then making better clips based off that one. You can take a little bit from here, a little bit from here, a little bit from here. As long as like to create a really good creative, obviously hook is very important. Talk about the problem, offer the solution, show some testimonials, call to action. That is the perfect formula for a winning creative.
Problem solution. That's what it's all about. 100%. Yeah. I feel like this is what I want from you. Like the free juice,
So
squeezing it out for me.
So relative to when you first got into e-commerce, you had your first couple of products that were like relatively successful. What do you think has changed most about the climate of e-commerce and the space? Yeah. Like what's different now relative to 2017, 2018?
So I think that more and more people are realizing what's possible, right? Because there's so much tools and resources. It's easier to get information today. That's for sure. Definitely more competition, but as e-commerce rises, right, there's more buyers, right? So at the same time, it's getting a little harder to not fool the buyer, but at the same time, you have to look legit. It used to be you set up a dropshipping store that looked like crap. It looked like a 16-year-old created it. Like this
theme.
theme, right? Everyone had those and it would work. But now you really need to create really nice looking one product stores. Just overall, you got to ask yourself like this. Would I sell this to my mom? Right? You like that? Would I sell this to my mom? If I show this to my mom, would she buy it? Or she'd be like, do we need that? Like, I don't really want that, right? Yeah. So you got to be real with yourself. A lot of people wouldn't even buy the product themselves. So why would someone behind the screen scrolling, seeing your ad, buy your product? You got to remember and put yourself in your customer's shoes for sure.
Yeah, that's a big one, putting yourself in your customer's shoes. It's like, think about it. What's the last brand you bought from that wasn't on Amazon? Like, go look up that website, go see their ads, just reverse engineer that. That's all you got to do.
Reverse engineering,
Facebook ads library.
Facebook ad library. That's by the way, how I really learned e-commerce and learned every business. I literally just went to the top people in that industry or the top e-commerce websites. And there's a spy tool right now called Magic 8. You can see how much sales a store is doing. And then if you see it's doing 100K in a day or 10K in a day, ask yourself, there's someone who owns that brand. What are they doing? How can it be like that? Replicate it for yourself in a different niche, same niche, different product, but be like them. Aim to be like them. Yeah. Don't try to look at all the failing dropshipping stores and try to be like them. Focus on the winners. And if you just take what's winning out there and just do the same thing, that's how you can win in any industry. You want to open up a construction company? Go and type in, construction companies near me. Go and see who's crushing it. Go ahead and see everything they're doing. Look at their website. Look at their lead generation. Look at everything. And then just replicate that for yourself in a different city. Dude, we just did that actually.
Oh, really?
Talking about that, my buddy is doing over 100K a month with a construction company in LA, okay? And I'm like, bro, we have to do this in Miami, right? So not only did we do it in Miami, but we did it with Spanish people. And who the heck knows how to run lead generation in Spanish for a construction company? We got no competition. Within the first week, we're already at 10K, 20K, 30K. We're like going to be exploding. We're already getting leads in the door of people ready to give us thousands of dollars to do construction services.
Like build my kitchen, build my house, this type of shit?
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
All these stuff, outdoor patios, a lot of that stuff. It's crushing it because a lot of these people in these industries, they don't know how to do ads. Us, we're thinking, there's tons of competition in dropshipping, but dropshipping is just the beginning part, right? Take the dropshipping knowledge, learn how to be a marketer, learn customer psychology, then go to any business that you want and become the dominator because you already learned it with the low budget stuff, right? You don't have to spend $1 million to learn marketing. You don't have to go to college for 7 years. All you need to do is go to Shopify.com, watch some YouTube videos, some courses, right? Invest in a mentor, learn it, okay? Unless you want to go the long route, and then go ahead and actually take that knowledge and bring it into a marketing agency or any business that you want.
Call these guys. Call these guys. Pay them.
And one thing you mentioned was just like model success. I think too many people, they go on YouTube and like listen, shout out Be a Heza, but like they'll go to like Be a Heza, they'll go to like all these guys that are like big, but that don't actually have like $1 million a month brands or like 100K a month brands that aren't like in the trenches actively doing what they preach. And they're just looking at like, top 5 winning products of the month. They're not like, I always tell people, go look at like case studies. Because case studies are undeniable proof that someone actually built something. So look at, 0 to 100K a month in 90 days case study of like how I built this new dropshipping store. And then like you go into that and learn from that. Don't just look from like the theoretical YouTube videos. Look from the people who can actually show you behind the scenes what's going on. And not many people are like willing to show that. Like there's guys like that I can think of off the top of my head, like Gabriel St. Germain, or like, and he fell off the face of the earth. I don't know where that kid is now, but he like actually showed people the behind the scenes of what was going on. Who else? Like Davey Fogarty. Like he has the Udi. That's undeniable proof that he knows what the fuck he's doing. No one else can even say, here, this is my brand name, And it's like, do you want to be learning from those people who like can't actually show you the back end or at least the ads manager? Give me some, you don't have to tell me your store, your product name, but like show me, visualize that you can actually do what you're doing. Because there's too many people that just like throw claims out in the air that don't actually do it.
I hear you.
What's up, New Money Talks fam? Quick one for our sponsors over at Limitless Financial Solution. James Jang and his team have helped over 1,000 people fix their credit or acquire the necessary business funding that they needed to be able to deploy that into passive income streams. And so if you are a business owner looking to fix your credit or acquire business funding of any kind, definitely make sure to check the link below this video and make sure that when you reach out to James, you mention that New Money Talks sent you so you can get that New Money Talks discount. James has helped over 1,000 people fix their credit or acquire funding, and cumulatively, he has helped his clients generate over 15 million in business funding. So if you need funding or you need credit fixing, James is your guy at Limitless Financial Solutions. So check out that link, mention that New Money Talk sent you. Back to the podcast.
You know, speaking of the Udi, if someone's going to make millions and millions of dollars with e-commerce, they might not be too happy with telling people what they do for a living. Like, I get it all the time. What do you do for a living?
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's like I sell this random gadget that makes me $100K a month.
Yeah.
That's what it is. For the most part, you're not going to be selling, you're not going to have a clothing brand, right? A lot of people start e-commerce like, oh yeah, I'm going to be the next like owner of Apple, like the next Apple. Like you know, a lot of the
Black
businesses
pods.
that, Black pods.
Black pod, OG.
Yeah, like I sell these sparkly bears for Valentine's Day. Like the product's
Rose
making
bears.
rose bears. Like I sell these rose bears. Like, at the end of the day, it's you sell what makes money, and don't try to be like all cool and all. Don't try to impress your friends.
Yeah.
Just focus on being the best marketer you can be.
I think because you were saying like saturation's a real thing though, but I also think like demand's a real thing in eCom. Because like remember Andrew? We had Andrew like early on. This one kid who lives in Jersey. This kid's like ripping online. Like no one knows who the hell he is.
He just bought a Corvette cash. Like he lives in like one of the nicest buildings.
Like
in
he'll
Jersey.
do like 400 or 500K a month with like one store for the last like 2 years type of thing. It's all drop shipped.
Wow.
And he's like, yo, like I thought it was like product, like the right product. You can still be like, it's actually just fucking demand. Because like for example, Valentine's Day, Rosie Berry, that thing hits every year.
Yeah.
Every year. Why? Because like the demand is literally there. Like I'm sure there's Christmas products that like during that time, like holiday season, like the demand is just there. You run it up, it's gonna run. You know what I mean?
Another thing with him though is that he took a product off of AliExpress. So he contacted his supplier and was like, I want you to take this off AliExpress. I'm your best customer. No one else is selling it. Like I want you to take it off. I swear, like I'm gonna rip this. I'm gonna keep ripping it. And he got it off of AliExpress. So it's also having a unique product that other people can't compete with you on.
Right.
Or like taking like an existing product, like the shark slides, and now you have the spooky slides.
Yeah, like the slides have so much demand. You know what I mean? Like those slide things. Yeah. We met that kid in AZ, right? I forgot what his name was. Well, like the slides and everything.
Jake.
Yeah, I think his name was Jake or something like that.
You guys want to laugh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a slide store too?
So you guys know what shark slides is. You've seen it all over TikTok.
You started it?
Who do you think started it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sold close to $1 million on that brand.
Wow.
Funny story enough, right?
Now, were you like sharkslides.com or something, or something similar to that?
We were the owner of Cloudy Sharks. Me and my partner blew that store up, and we were actually about to go on Shark Tank.
No,
for that product, bro.
That was hilarious.
So let me talk about Shark Tank. So Shark Tank was sick. We get this random DM one day. This lady's like, "Yo, you want to be on Shark Tank?" We thought it was like some scam, right? I'm like, okay. And she's like, "No, I'm serious. Like, I actually work for Shark Tank." She showed me her credentials and it was legit. She sent me an email, whole form, 10-page form, filled it out, and then he flew in to New York, and we recorded this whole video. We took all the sharks, like, "Hey sharks, we won this amount of money for this percent." Bro, it was hilarious. And we got to the second round. 20-page document to fill out. Dude, it took hours.
So many documents.
And yeah, bro. So like, obviously they asked us about patents, right? And like, that's where we got stuck. And it was funny because like, we got this email, "Hey, like, unfortunately, like the last round, you didn't make it, XYZ. And we're like, we didn't really care because they told us we had to be vaccinated to be on the show. We were not about to be vaccinated to go on. Damn. Yeah. And we
That's
also
crazy.
Shark Tank, you have to be vaccinated.
That's crazy.
Shark Tank, you got to be vaccinated to get on the show. I don't know about now, but back then when it was COVID, yeah. But it was sour news. We didn't get on Shark Tank, but that month we ended up selling the company over 6 figures.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, so you got acquired.
Yeah. We got acquired.
Good for you.
Yeah, because a patent's not worth it at that stage. It's worth like 50K, 40K.
What do you mean?
because he was saying like, oh, we didn't make it to the third round because of the lack of a patent, mostly, right?
It was more of a because drop shipping, like they're not so so excited over drop shipping.
Yeah, of course. Well, but if you showed them like, oh, I have a patent, I have a $40,000 patent, I have a $10,000 trademark, and like all these listings on AliExpress, I'm getting taken down, then they'd be like, okay, we're listening,
right?
You know,
and honestly, like it's such a dope product because like I really was thinking about going ahead and trying to get a copyright for it because think about it. Like the shark slides, you can go to Disney, like potentially that's like the top where you can be like, hey, let's put your characters on the freaking slides. Bro, that's if not billions.
So how'd you find that? I'm curious, how'd you find that product?
That was my partner. He saw another competitor selling it and the competitor wasn't doing a great job on marketing.
And it's like one of the first ones marketing.
One of the first ones. He took that product and we started organic. I came in, helped him with infrastructure, team building, scaling, ads, all that. And of course, exiting. Pretty good with like the networking side and sales side of just getting things done. And it worked out.
That's awesome. Do you do any like TikTok Organic? It's just, you said organic. So TikTok Organic you're talking
TikTok
about?
Organic, dude.
That stuff's ripping right now.
The thing was like doing 35K in a day. My partner was like destroying the organic, bro. No one could compete with this guy.
So you had a whole bunch of like creators with all the different pages and all the bullshit.
Just one page.
Oh, just one page. Oh, wow. That's different than other people have told us. Like other people have like 20 pages.
So there's a bunch of different ways of doing it. But it was definitely like the page for like the slides. And then it was funny because like the summer was starting to come to an end and the shark slides were starting to die out. And I'm like, no, not so quick, right? We took and we sold the winter slides, boom. And then that wave again.
What were the winter slides?
The winter slides,
like
the shark slides, the furry ones.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude. And we started to take over. And then we're like, okay. Then we started selling the cow slides. Bro, we started
the what slides?
You haven't seen those?
No.
Okay, so we started selling these cow slippers. These furry, we'll pop it up on the screen. These cow slippers, right?
Oh, cow.
These cow, yeah. You
like
haven't seen those? Moo, like that.
Oh,
we called it cow slides and we started to sell those like crazy. Bro, we were just going from slides to slides.
Wow.
And that's our strategy. We take winter products and we try to see if we can tweak it a little bit to sell something similar.
Do you do it on the same store or on like different stores?
Depends. Sometimes different stores because it just makes it convert better.
Yeah.
But we definitely add it as an upsell, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's the easiest thing for an upsell if you want to make an extra 20%, 30% on your website.
Like OCU at the type.
OCU, but sell the same product for a discounted price. That's always the best one.
Interesting.
You know, it's like some people are like, hey, like offer them a similar product or a different product. Bro, they're already interested in the product. Why would you try to sell them something else?
Yeah.
Sell them that same thing, but maybe
Big
for a
discount.
gift, 20% off, 30% off, even 50% off, bro. As long as your cost is low.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw this one brand. Speaking of OCU, like first of all, post purchase is like the easiest way to make extra money.
If
Yeah.
you're don't doing it, you're stupid.
So like, but listen to this post purchase. So like, it was like a consumable product that's like he sells us on subscription, right? But like, he would give you the option to not buy it on subscription. So I bought it not on subscription. You get all the way you check out, and the post purchase is, hey, for $0 you can subscribe. So think about it. You already paid for it. So now you just click a button and you become a subscriber.
Subscribe for free.
Because it's free.
That's so smart.
And I was like, that's genius. Because everyone's like, it's free. Just subscribe.
It's literally
free.
just your positioning.
But then boom, like you just next month, you're going to get hit again.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
honestly,
God.
for all the people out there, like this might be the new thing.
I wonder what does the positioning look like on that though? Because it has to be in the wording.
I'll show you this. I'll show you the store after.
You want to know something crazy? Something very similar? I saw this e-commerce brand. In the shipping setting, it's an extra $3.99 for slower shipping. What do they say? They say, pay for slower shipping and save the environment. We won't send your package via the fast shipping time because that creates too much pollution. We're going to send it at a slower time, and you're going to save the trees and the environment.
That's crazy.
And it converts, bro.
What the
It converts.
hell?
These people really, really care about the environment, of course, but like it doesn't really make a difference.
You got to pay more for that.
You got to pay more for that, bro.
So are we good, by the way?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, good.
That's
crazy.
Love the story.
So there's all like little things like that like that you guys don't know that you can just like boop, like you can just change a lot.
Yeah, like a lot of people try to do the shipping, like they're trying to do like warranties or like priority processing, all that stuff.
Actually, sometimes works.
I was talking about Chat GPT and how Chat GPT came out with a $20 a month plan, and I'm like, yo, this is like the equivalent of drop shippers coming out with priority processing because Chat GPT is free. Why would you pay $20 to get like faster speed or whatever?
Yeah, but people will pay it though.
Oh, honestly,
you paid it.
I paid. Guys, like, hear me out.
What did you pay?
Hear me out.
Because they're probably going to stop. They're probably going to stop the free
This
version.
is why I pay for Chat GPT premium.
You want to
service.
give back to the people.
Think about how many times you use it a day. Let's say you use it 10 times per day. On average, how much faster?
For 10 times a
how
day?
much faster is Chat GPT per time you
How
search
much
it up?
faster?
For the upgraded version.
Okay.
Maybe an extra 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay, fine. How much is an hour worth for you? Let's say an hour worth is $100, right?
Yeah.
$100 an hour. Fine. So 10 times 5 seconds. That's an extra
crazy.
minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're stretching.
And then times 30, right? That's let's say $1 per day times 30. That's $30, and it costs $20. So I'm saving $10.
He just
I hear
stretched
you.
it.
I hear
Plus,
but you're
I'll tell you,
stretching.
I have zero patience, and I think speed is
Yeah.
important for business and life. Like, you got to move quick.
Yeah,
no one has
for
time.
sure.
Okay, I'm not gonna sit there watching you like populate an answer for like 40 minutes. Like,
So what if you pay for it? Just boom, it gives
and
you
you
the whole
boom,
thing.
that thing is fast.
I get it pretty quick.
okay.
That's fast, bro.
I get it pretty quick.
No, but it moves. Like the words are moving.
Okay, if you think it's fast, check out my premium service.
So what do you use ChatGPT for right now within e-commerce?
Honestly, a few
to
things.
text his wife, you know.
Hey, ChatGPT, it's Valentine's Day. What do I tell my wife? Hey, wife. No, so for e-commerce product descriptions, headlines, name ideas, you can use like, hey, give me 5 brand ideas.
I like that.
Brand name ideas. Tell me 5 big problems people are having in America right now. Okay, weight loss. Okay, great, weight loss. Let me go
Find me a
look in
product
that
around
industry.
that. Damn,
There's
that's
5
smart.
products in the weight loss industry.
Can you
that I
find
could
products
sell.
off ChatGPT?
Yeah, but it's not that great. It's better
Okay.
to find problems and like ideas for products or
Yeah.
like solutions. Like,
Yeah.
what's a solution for XYZ? And like see if there's a product that
Yeah.
that provides us.
That's
You
smart.
probably could like find like say weight loss, and you go find like a product research tool and like go look weight loss
Yeah.
and what are the top products for weight
Yeah.
loss, and
Yeah.
you play that whole fucking
Yeah,
game.
that's
you know?
smart.
Yeah.
I like that kind of approaching it as like problem, because when I tell people to do product research, I'm like, I wouldn't just like look everywhere for any product. I would just pick a niche, like just flip a coin and pick a niche. And then when you go to do your research, it's going to be so much easier because like you've confined the window of products from billions to like maybe a few hundred. And so if you go on AliExpress or wherever you go to search for products and you pick a niche, it's going to be so much easier to find good products within there. And then like within that niche, that like if you pick a niche first and then you find a problem in that niche, now you've narrowed it down to like probably like 20 products.
Facts.
You just pick a couple good ones, you make a small like iteration of it, you talk to the supplier, like, and it might take a couple of months for like I'm working on one with this kid, not like with him, like a partnership, but I'm sending him like my inventory for a new product. That's a product everyone's selling. I'm just putting different packaging on it. I like tested like 20 different samples to see which one we like the most. And we went with the best one, but it's like a small iteration of something that technically anyone has access to, but I'm putting in that little bit of extra effort to make it unique.
Right.
And like, it sucks because you have to spend an extra 3 to 6 months to do it, but it's going to scale so much further and like so much more sustainably. Because a lot of people can scale a dropshipping store to 100K a month in 90 days, and then it fizzles out and it does nothing month 4, month 5. Whereas if you scale something up to 100K in 6 or 9 months, but it lasts for 3 years, now you have a exit equity and you sell that for $1 million, you're going to be happy you spent that extra 3 to 6 months to like do it right, you know?
Yeah. Should we try moving towards something else, a different topic? 'Cause
Talk to whatever the hell you want.
I already dropped my whole course, bro.
You dropped the whole
I dropped my whole
course.
course.
All right,
That's $9.97 right there.
Yeah, too much value. I'm joking.
Talk to me about you're a traveler.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place that you visited to? Like this past summer, I went to Europe. It was the first time I've been anywhere in Europe, and we went to fucking 7 different countries and like probably 20 different cities. We just went for 2 months. It was like unreal. And now like every day I'm just like, shit, when can I go back? I'm like, my girlfriend works in the city. Like she's like tied to a job. Like she loves what she does for the most part. But I'm like, just quit your job and do UGC, make 10K a month so we can just fucking travel. But yeah, talk to me about like some places that you've been that you've
yeah,
enjoyed.
so I recently just went to Cancun, Mexico. Obviously, it's a hot spot right now. But what I did there was fire. So I got this suite at the Hyatt Ziva. Now, this experience is crazy. You get a butler, 24/7 butler, Hyatt Ziva,
What the hell's that?
Cancun.
Oh shit.
And dude, this butler is on WhatsApp. It's not like some butler you got to call,
Yeah.
whatever. Hey, sir, at your service today, what can I do for you? Every 5 hours room service, food,
much is
set
this?
up, fruits,
Points.
whatever I want, coffee.
Points.
No, I paid in cash.
Why?
Because I don't know.
How much
I
was
do-
it actually?
I do
I
have
want to go.
Okay, so we paid. It was about $1,000 a night,
Okay.
so not bad.
For 2 people.
For 2 people,
All inclusive food.
all inclusive. We had a whole hot tub on the balcony overlooking the whole
Nice.
beach.
It's like Mykonos.
Yeah.
Wild and just like the butler service was great. They decorated our room one day. It was just a really nice experience. We went not scuba diving, snorkeling in caves. I'm like, yo,
The
where
cenotes?
I don't know. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what
Something
they're
like
called
that.
in Mexico. Yeah.
Wild. We did ATVing. It's pretty fun.
Mhm.
What else? Italy. Italy is definitely nice.
What part of Italy?
Dude, I don't even know because I went there by accident. Guys,
What?
you want to hear the story?
Yeah,
I went to Italy
sure.
by accident. Basically, I was at an event with one of my friends in Barcelona, right?
Oh, Affiliate World or Affiliate Summit?
Yeah, Fairly
Okay.
Summit, right? So my flight was Friday morning, I think like 10 a.m. Now, in Europe, the way it works is the lights have to be on in order for the outlets to work.
Okay.
At least at this hotel. So my phone's like a 1%. Okay, fine. I put my alarm and then I plug in my phone to charge it. Then I turn off the lights. Not
Oh,
noticing
you turned off the outlets.
my outlet
In
went
Europe,
off.
yeah.
And my flight's in the morning at 10 a.m. I wake up and my phone's not buzzing, nothing. And I hear cars outside. It's like
What the
middle of the
hell?
day. And I'm like, it's Friday. I'm stuck in, and this guy already went home.
Oh,
Already went home. He went
shit.
out the night before. And I wake up and I'm like sweating already because my phone's off. I'm like, shoot, my phone died. Plug it in, my phone turns on. And then all of a sudden I see 12 o'clock.
Damn.
Okay, fine. Stuck here for the weekend. Screwed. I looked if there's any flights. There's no flights like for me to like get out last second, whatever. And like Barcelona's not like the nicest, safest, like coolest place to be alone. Like you don't want to go there alone. You go with friends, whatever. So my grandparents were in Italy, and I'm like, hey, to my grandmother, and she's like, what happened? and then she passed it over to my grandfather, and he's like, what's up? And I'm like, you guys are in Italy, right? I'm like, that's like an hour flight. I'm headed over. So I ended up going to Italy.
Nice.
Boy, it's got to be more than an hour. Because I think
No,
Yeah,
it's
it was
an
an
hour and a
hour
half,
from Barcelona,
maybe.
hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens, bro? It gets even crazier. I get to Italy and I checked the Uber, how much it is. It was like $450.
Did you go to the wrong airport?
I went to the wrong airport.
Bro.
no.
Not the wrong airport, just the airport that was near the hotel. Their hotel was in the middle of nowhere. Fine.
Oh my
So I
God.
was in a rush because like my grandma was waiting for me. She got scared. Like, grandparents, they're very like,
Yeah.
like, oh, like, where are you? Like, they don't come too late. So I just ran to the first person. He's like, $450. I'm like, what? He's like, look, Uber is the same thing. I'm like, okay, fine. Go.
How
Like,
far?
bro, I said, let's go. He brought me to some alleyway in a car that fits 2 people. Then he tells me, oh, I don't have gas and all the gas stations are closed. So we went from one gas station to the next and everything was closed. The 4th gas station, after an hour and a half of driving, we finally get gas. Literally like 6 hours later, I'm at the hotel.
Bro.
I wait because I fell asleep, bro. I was tired after the whole thing.
Yeah.
I wake up and I was like, where am I? We're in the woods. Like,
He's
we're
like,
in the
yo,
woods.
500.
He's like, I'm like 5 minutes away. And then at the end, he's like, bro, your car didn't go through. And I didn't have service at the time. So I couldn't check. I just like, okay, charge it again. The guy charged it twice.
no.
Damn.
But guess what I did?
Charge it back.
Charge back twice.
Both
Oh,
of
charge
them.
back twice.
No, but like, bro,
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy.
like what? Yeah. And then I'm like, welcome to Europe. That was
Yeah,
that was
charge back
the
twice.
best weekend of my life, though.
Oh, really?
Like that Italy is just walking by the water. You see real life.
You don't remember what part of Italy it was?
Give me names.
Milan.
I think Milan.
Venice.
No, you would know if it was Venice.
Fucking hell.
Is it?
Naples,
I
Amalfi
think
Coast,
Milan.
Positano.
Because I know I went to Milan, like whatever, it was gorgeous. No one's
Yeah.
on their phone there. Everyone's just focused
Yeah.
on the world. That's why I like
were
Europe.
you by a beach? Because that
No.
wouldn't be Milan.
Definitely at the hotel.
Yeah.
What hotel?
I love the
Milan's
the
like
Tik Tok
city.
facts.
Yeah,
Mil-
dude.
Milan's almost like
He
uh,
lost
like
his
a New York
processor
City.
that day.
It was nice though. What about you guys? Any great vacations?
Definitely Europe. I mean, this kid goes to Greece all the time.
Yeah,
He's
I've been
from
to Europe
Greece.
a bunch. Like I've been
Yeah.
to a whole bunch of countries.
Israel.
Like, I want to go to Asia.
been to
I've never
Israel?
been to Asia. You been to Israel?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, I've been to Israel's
Israel's
amazing.
my town, bro.
Yeah. Machne
Your town?
Yehuda, you know Machne Yehuda?
Yeah.
Ben
You want to
Yehuda?
know something? I actually went to Israel when I was 18 for a year. I lived there for
Oh,
a
wow.
year. Yeah.
Funny enough, when Dan was here, we were talking about Israel. He's been to Israel too. De
Yeah,
Silva.
Dan has like some partners in Israel or something.
He might,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Dan's low-key Jewish.
Dan doesn't even know what
Who
he
wants
is.
to practice Muslim?
No, honestly,
Islam.
Israel's. I didn't know what to expect when I went there, and it's like a very fun country, like very nice, fun country, good people. Like they love Americans over there.
They
Like,
love-
Is there
Milk
is there a
boys.
military under 18?
Yeah, you have to go to military.
So
18
you
is
went
like-
at 18. So what happened?
No,
with that?
but only if you're an Israeli citizen.
Were you born
Ah.
in Israel?
No.
Oh yeah, so you're
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
The Nelk Boys was just in Israel.
Yeah, they were. You like Nelk?
Dude, they're master marketers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
they're
I
beasts.
I don't really care about any influencer. I'm like, oh my God, can I get an autograph? I love these influencers who are great at marketing.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, KSI, Nelk Boys, David Dobrik. These guys are smart. I look at their stories. Why? Because I want to see how they're marketing products, what products they're selling, and how they, everything they do is just to the T. Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, bro.
Yeah,
The
it's like
guy's
it's like
wild.
it's like Jake Paul. Like love him or hate him. If his name's in your mouth, he's done his job. If
Facts.
his name's in your mouth, then
true.
he's done his job.
Yeah.
Controversy is definitely awesome if it's hopefully backed by good fans and
Yeah.
the right mission. But sometimes people think all controversy is good. I mean, depends.
For sure. I have a question because we were talking about e-com before, and I know you wanted to move out of that. Like, personally, are you trying to like slowly step away into different industries outside of e-commerce? I know a lot of guys do that. Like, they make money in e-com,
Right.
then like it's like, all right, like just like
They're like,
baby
where's the
shit.
real
where's the
money
real
now?
money shit? You know what I mean?
Like now that I have,
Yeah.
100 grand, 200 grand, whatever liquid, now what do I put my money into like make millions?
That's true. Yeah, I think drop shipping is a great way to get like 100K in the bank. And then after that, like you definitely will be presented with other opportunities because you just become smarter after
Yeah.
making 100K with drop shipping. So I definitely have other business ventures that I'm in right now that's doing very well. But it's always in my blood. The thing that keeps me going is my students. Obviously, when you bring on students like that, you can't like just leave them on the side.
No, of course.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps me going every day. I'm not testing and active as much as I was. I still have products that I'm launching every other month. Back then I was doing every week, or sometimes I'm doing now once every 6 months.
Yeah.
I wait for the product to come to me. I'm searching for products all the time. I see bangers from here to there. Sometimes students bring me the product. But I just have a lot going on for me to start testing. I do have a very amazing team, so that helps me a lot.
How do
Team
you
building.
manage students? Because I used to coach and I stopped doing it because when I do something, I want to do it well. And so if I'm coaching someone, you already know I'm undercharging and I'm over delivering.
Right.
So I'm spending a lot of time working with them or like implementing some of the systems I have, but a lot of that requires like my manual intervention. So do you have people who are helping you coaching or taking some weight off your shoulders?
Yeah, so the coaching niche is definitely a tougher one because they need your attention.
It's like you're almost like it's like you want to be an entrepreneur, but at that point it's really just a high paying job because it's like $1 per hour almost.
Right,
So how do you scale that? How do you approach that?
So I have a program that is more one-on-one and more group coaching. I never leave someone without support.
Yeah.
The first mentor I ever paid for, I think it was like $3,000 for a single month. 1 month, I learned a lot. Was it enough? No. So everything I do is lifetime, right? So I bring them on to my program. I like to say this, and I'm very proud to say it. I think I have the best program on planet Earth when it comes to e-commerce. I just put my heart and soul into it. Over 100 videos on like every topic of e-commerce, like not just like, TikTok ads mastery. No, we're talking about how to build a store, how to find the right products, how to do TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, Facebook ads, back-end upsells, like email, everything, right? And then I put them in a group chat, okay? Because I think the value of a group chat is underrated. With a group chat that's set up correctly, they get like lifetime access to that. And like when someone asks a question, many times other people have that same question.
Yeah.
So just very streamlined. And then based off all the questions people ask, I have my assistant take all the main questions and put it into FAQ page. He wants to ask a question. I told him not to.
Go. Sorry.
FAQ
Your
basically
assistant.
during the break, guys, I don't know if you guys, whatever.
We'll get to
He
it.
wants to ask me a question, which will get me in trouble. So I hope he doesn't ask me it. And I will not say anything about it.
You guys get 90% of the sauce.
It's public on your Instagram. So like, I'll ask about it. Can I ask about it?
You can ask him. I just won't say
Like how'd you meet this person?
I just won't say any remarks.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
I want to talk about coaching.
Anyway, keep on coaching. Sorry.
So back to the coaching. So yeah, then we have like weekly Zoom calls. I think like Zoom calls for like when it comes to coaching, I try to do things where everyone can be involved, right? When you're directing it to one person, it's kind of hard to do that to too many people because eventually you run out of time. So group coaching for me really, really helps. And then I also my top students and then becoming my coaches as well. And they help me out with all the other students. And it becomes
like top
a
G type of shit.
Yeah, it becomes like
that's what I wanted to do, but I coached so well that they were all just like cooking. And if I asked them like, hey, do you want to coach? Like I'll pay you like a couple grand a month plus maybe like commission. They're just like, dude, like you did your job. No.
Right. I like that. Now, like a lot of the guys, I just ask as like a favor.
Yeah.
Or just like, hey, bro, like pop in once a day into the Discord.
Yeah.
Try to help people. And then many times what I'll do is like I will go and find people who are really good at certain things. For example, let's say a really good website designer, and I will pay that guy just to be in charge of the website designing section of my program. To anyone who has any website questions, like go to this guy. Anyone who has any problem, like people that are selective for this, I've set it in the way where everyone's an expert in different things and you become the expert of everything through all the knowledge of others.
Yeah.
How many students do you have or have you had? Because once you pay once, you have access forever type of thing.
Yeah.
So how many do you have actually? Like thousands type of thing?
Over 100.
Yeah, over 100. I won't say that exact number. I can tell you over and under.
Okay. Is it over 1,000?
No.
Over 500?
Hey, New Money Talks fam. Sorry for the interruption, but hey, we got to pay the bills somehow. I want to thank and shout out one of our sponsors, Wyndon. Wyndon is a brand new bank, one of the best people out there. If you're using the boring TD Bank, Chase, PNC, Bank of America, you got to stop. Check out Wyndon Bank. They have a bunch of great rewards, credit card points, fully transparent pricing, easy dashboards. Pretty much for the new money guys out there and girls out there, this is the best bank to use. Check out the link in our description. Hit the link, hit them up, tell them New Money Talk sent you. And that's about it, boys. Back to the podcast.
Around that.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
I always try
Maybe
to...
less.
Yeah, because I always try to think like the scalability of it. And, because coaching is where people get the best result because let's say you have a program, but then you have someone who's holding you accountable to actually doing it. Because most people just buy $1,000 program and then do nothing with it. But like if you're buying a $5,000 coaching, $10,000, you're fucking showing up to those calls and you're paying attention and executing it. So, but like the most scalable thing I think is definitely the course because you make it once and you provide it. And then if you bring them into a community where you're like actively in that's growing and people are helping each other, then like, for one Zoom call a week, you get a pretty good return on your time and you help a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely, it depends. If there's someone like, there's a lot of people who just make a course once. So I've recreated my course like 5 times.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like I actually care about my students. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people on Instagram who
just have 2018
take
content.
money from people and they have terrible content and like content that was from 5 years ago, strategy that doesn't work. It's important that if you're a mentor to someone, people work hard for their money. Give them value. Of course, it's up to them to implement, right? You can't control their work ethic, but I even have like work ethic videos. Like I want to train them to think long-term.
Yeah, it's a big part of it.
It's very important.
That's a big part of it.
Speaking of mentors and everything, how'd you meet Tai Lopez?
Okay, so
I like the transition, right?
Okay, fine. So Tai Lopez, basically, the power of networking is crazy. Like we met through networking, right? Yeah. And like the Instagram DMs and like all that. So I actually got an email from Ty's team. I think I probably like opted in. I was like part of one of his programs, something like that. I was on his email list. He sent me an email about a private mastermind in New York City. 20 or 50 people, right? And it was like, you have to like make a certain amount of money. And I'm like, okay. So I signed up, I applied and I got in. I get there and like everyone's like 40 and up, I'm like,
shit.
and I'm like, this.
That's probably a sick room.
Yeah, and everyone, these big ecom guys, and like whatever, and I'm like 18 years old, and like people are like, "Are you his son or something? Like, what are you doing here?" You know?
Are you his nephew?
Yeah, and it was like Friday afternoon. I had to head back home, so Tai Lopez didn't speak yet. I was like, let me just see him before I leave. My friend was texting me, "Bro, did you meet Tai?" Like at that point, I was like, "Yo, Tai's lit." You know, like everyone looked up to Tai.
Yeah.
You know, and I was kind of big on social media, but not that big yet. I went outside to the hallway and you see this big dude guarding the bathroom. I'm like, who's in the bathroom? I'm like, duh, Tai Lopez. I wait for him to finish, comes out, and I'm like, hey, Tai, I just want to say thank you. Hey, Tai, I just want to say thank you. Those 9 words changed my life forever because the power of a thank you. He was like, thank you for what? And I'm like, I'm doing like $100K a month right now, drop shipping, and
It's
I'm
like
18 years
bullshit.
old.
Show me.
He's like, show me. I didn't pull out a screenshot. I pulled out my Shopify reel
Yeah, I saw
live
on your
results.
IG. I saw on your IG.
Yeah, and I literally he's like, wait, what? Within 30 seconds, his entire media team was surrounding me, cameras,
Wow.
you name it. There it is.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
That was crazy. I was 18 and just refreshed my Shopify results, and he posted it on his Snapchat. He posted it on his Instagram. I remember driving back from New York City to Long Island. My phone was blowing. I almost crashed. I was like, oh my God, this is so scary. My phone was buzzing.
Jeez.
And I ended up getting thousands of followers that day, hundreds and hundreds of DMs.
Yeah.
That one thing, like everyone knew me as like, oh yeah, I seen you on Tai Lopez's story.
Yeah.
And like, even till today, people have told me I've seen you on Tai Lopez. Fast forward, he invited me into his house to LA. He flew me out to LA.
Oh, damn.
His house was mansion that he rents. I mean, he doesn't rent it anymore, but he actually
Dude,
yeah.
I think it was like it had like 40 bedrooms or something.
massive.
Oh, the one who's like recording all the videos in, right? Like,
yeah. So, and I went to here in my garage. You ever saw that video? So I actually was there. It was
that's crazy.
surreal. Like it was a crazy. I'm like, this is the most famous garage in the
like
world.
YouTube ad ever. Yeah.
And I ended up teaching his entire or most of his e-commerce program. He had an e-commerce program, dropshipping program, and I ended up standing there and presenting how I was doing it and gave a lot of classes. And a lot of people hit me up after that, like, yo, your classes were awesome, da, da, da. The guy, like, I think his lawyer actually made me sign like contracts, like a whole stack of contracts. He paid me like, can I say, I don't even know, whatever. He paid me $500 plus he also allowed me to upsell my program if anyone wanted, and then we would profit split that. So it was a great deal overall.
That was a good deal for him. Damn.
Yeah, and for me, I love providing value where I can.
So if I asked Tai, do you know Sam Jacobs? Would be like, of course.
I don't know if he would say.
He definitely would know who you are.
He would know
though.
me, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
Dude, he's probably
within
got like 1,000 coaches in all of his programs combined, which is crazy. Like
Yeah.
real estate program, because like he doesn't teach half of his shit,
yeah, that's
which
true.
like nothing
Which is
wrong
smart.
about. Yeah, like if you're not an expert at your field, find someone who is, and they could teach it better than you, and you could charge
That's
more.
true. That is true.
I remember he was on like a Zoom call with some like real estate guy, and he was like, "What's a market cap?" Well, he was like quizzing him, and like Tai was like, "Dude, I don't fucking know. I have
It
someone
doesn't
who
matter.
I don't even teach it." He's like, "I have someone who
I'm
teaches
someone
it."
smarter than me who teaches this
Yeah,
stuff.
like- Like, how much do you make again?
It's impossible to be a master at everything. Like at a certain point, you're just
You don't
gonna
wanna
have to
be.
learn from someone, and
There was a quote that we said with Avi. It was, you have to come to the realization that you can do anything that you want in the world. You just can't do everything. So don't try to be an expert at everything. Just try to be an expert at one thing, but know that one thing can be anything.
yeah, facts.
That's gonna go viral. I swear to God. I'm clipping that. Boom. Half a mil.
All right, talk to me about that watch. You like jewelry, or like, are you just like, I need to get this because everyone in my circle has one and I look blessed out?
So I think watches. I spend my money in 3 places. Number 1, experiences. Number 2, on charity, and number 3, on items that make me feel a certain way and give me a certain mindset. For example, watch. When you put on that watch every morning, you remember this is the type of person you want to be.
Yeah.
Not the Casio type of person.
Hey, what's wrong with Casio?
I said that because I saw you wear it.
That'll go
No.
viral too.
But
Go ahead.
you want to watch? You want to switch?
Yeah,
for
let's
the
switch
show.
watches.
I got you.
Let's do it.
I want to try that. Make sure it
I got
fits.
my-
It might be tight on you. Do you have a big
Oh
wrist?
yeah. I don't have the biggest
If it
wrist.
doesn't fit, then
Let's see. I'll see. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
There you go.
oh yeah. Look at that.
how's it
Perfect.
feel?
Yes.
Yeah, fucking Siri button in. Oh, I don't know. It looks good on me. You might have to leave this with me. I'll keep it company for
All
a
right,
little
enjoy
bit.
it.
Solid.
So
The Casio's nice.
how'd you pick that? I'm always curious of the Rolexes and stuff. Like, how'd you pick
Yeah,
that one? Because there's like thousands of different ones you can get.
So
I'll show the cameras. Keep going.
yeah, so I actually got that as a wedding gift.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I am looking. We good? Oh, there we go. Okay. I am looking at another purchase. Probably I'm gonna go AP over tech.
Oh, big
yeah.
ones over there.
Because for me, yeah, this thing's popping off. For me,
That's
You
like
wanna switch?
that's like
Yeah.
$25K. That's like $25.
Yeah, it's like 50. Don't knock
no,
it.
but honestly, I would love another like one of these. Like if you ever want to get me a gift, get me that because
Yeah.
it keeps you humble. It's awesome. Because I'm sure you could buy 10 of these. So, but yeah,
Now, how much was that? If you don't mind me asking.
this I don't know. I got it as
It was
a
a
gift.
gift.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I got it as a gift.
Damn, from who?
His wedding, his wedding.
My wedding gift.
Like,
Damn.
Um, Yeah.
you can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I got a
I'm
$1,000 watch as a gift.
Yeah, a random person gave me
Movado.
$1,000 Movado
Movado,
for
yeah.
free.
I think gifts is an underrated way to network.
Yeah.
If you want to make a really strong connection with someone, what you need to do is buy them something they would remember, whether it's something on their desk, something they see almost every day, maybe a wine bottle. They will have that feeling that they have to give back to you. It's an emotional feeling.
Yeah, it's like reciprocity. Yeah, it's like 48 Laws of Power. You know how Dan mentioned that book?
Uh-huh.
Picked it up, been reading it. And it's like one of the things
100%.
is
Yeah, it's in your bathroom. I saw it taking a
yeah.
shit.
One of the things is like if you do something for someone, whether it's like free or you give them a gift, they have that kind of innate and internal unconscious sense of like indebtedness to you, where they have to like give you something.
Right.
So like whenever you can, just go above and beyond to share. Like if you're a video editor, like don't reach out to people and be like, hey, I can make this video for you cheap. Make the fucking video,
And then
make
send it
5
to
of them, give it to them
Just
for
send
free.
them, yeah.
And now they're like, oh shit, like you did all this for me. I get like 10 DMs a day from video editors. I'm like, no. The guys I've worked with have been the ones that have given me 5 or 10 free videos and have begged to work with me. And then it's like, all right, like I kind of feel indebted to you. And even if they're not the best, like I am now going to like train you. I'm going to work with you to be good because I know you can, like you have the potential to do it. Like, yeah, there's some instances where you'll send me 5 or 10 videos, they'll suck, but at least I'll give you honest feedback. I'll respond to you. I'm not responding to any of the other guys that are just like, do you need a video editor? Do you need a video editor?
Right.
So like, yeah.
You know who's really good at the gifts though? I've seen Jordan Welsh, like in all his big videos, like he just gifts people something at the end.
So smart.
And like I know it's like 1, good for the views and also 2, good for the actual relationship.
Yeah,
you know what I
true.
mean?
Iman as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iman's good with
Bro,
the
he
gifts.
gives a
yeah,
fucking Rolex
yeah.
or like $10,000 cigars or like $1,000 pen. Who the fuck needs $1,000 pen?
True. It's genius.
Yeah.
And also, like when you give, you feel great and it just gives you happiness. Giving will only make you feel greater and make you more money. Like every
Yeah.
time you give, especially charity, charity is the easiest and best way to become rich.
Why do you say
Very
that?
into that. Well, according to the Jewish law, we have to give 10% of all our profits to charity, right? And it works. It's every time we give, we just see more back because it's just at a certain point, it's just numbers on the screen. And when you give to someone, you just see the smile on their face. You feel that you accomplished something. And then next time when you're working, you could remember that person's smile. And it's just a whole more of a motivation to go out there rather than what? You're going to buy another Lamborghini? Like, it's great.
Yeah.
But what if you can put food on someone's table? What if you can buy someone new clothes that hasn't had new clothes last year?
Yeah.
If you don't mind us asking, like, who do you donate to? That's actually interesting that you say that. Like foundations, like stuff, like where do you donate?
Organizations, yeah.
Personally, obviously, like anywhere, but personally for me, I like to donate straight to the source. I like to find people that obviously really need it, and I can trust them just based on their situation, based on a family friend telling me. And those are the best people I like to donate because it's going straight to the person.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of organizations today, they have a lot of overheads and they pay their employees ridiculously amounts of money. So when let's say you give $1,000 or $100,000, maybe only 50% of it is going to the
the rest is like
person.
going to payrolls and all this type of stuff. Yeah. Oh shit. That's people don't talk about that, donating and stuff like that. That's huge.
Even like GoFundMe's, like
GoFundMe
pick
is
like
huge.
10 random GoFundMe's and like you can know, like, oh, a family's house burned down. It's like you can know what that's going towards. Whereas like, if you're investing 100 grand into like BLM, you're like, I don't know where the fuck that's all going.
Exactly.
In the air.
And I would say if you're gonna do like a GoFundMe, go for the pages that don't have $1 million raised. Obviously those are awesome.
Yeah.
But look at the small people, like give them a chance, and that will go a long way. You'll make a very, very big impact. It's always about the impact.
Yeah.
Definitely. Shit, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about something else
Sure.
too. So Tai Lopez, famous guy.
Yeah.
Who's someone else famous that you know
That I know.
off your Instagram? You know what I mean?
I met Einstein on Wall Street.
So who's that? Tell for the people who that is.
So like, I'm sure you got like every single Wall Street journal, every single big
You
newspaper.
put a picture up of this guy.
Yeah,
too.
like I don't know. Everyone in the world has seen this guy. He's just like all over the trading. Like every single trading headline is him. So like I think we connected over Instagram, and he actually invited me out to the New York Stock Exchange, which was wild.
This guy looks like
You can't film in
looks
there,
like Nutty
right?
Professor looking guy. Like, looks crazy.
He's the craziest look, but he's actually like the way he looks on his picture. He acts in person like he's super awesome, super energetic, super like all over the place, like super super nice guy, and insane to just walk into the New York Stock Exchange and literally see people running from back and forth, like making $500 million trades. Like, yo, I just bought like $100 million worth of this stock, and then they sell it for like 2 cents higher, and they make 100 grand or 500 grand.
Jeez.
Bro, and they're literally calling out because their orders are so big. If you want to buy $100 million worth of stock, you can't just click sell. You have to say, who wants my stock? And someone has, I'll take it, 100 million shares. Boom, like just like that.
Really?
Yeah. You can't just click, because if you click that, it will sell you a lot lower than what you want to sell it for, because there's not enough buyers at that price. The stock goes by buyers and sellers.
So that other guy has like 100 million that he wants to buy, and you got the 100 million. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's how it used to be before computers.
No one thinks about this shit.
Yeah. Now what they can do is actually sell it in portions, like sell, let's say 10 million, 20 million, like at a time. And that can be done through computers. But the very big orders are sometimes very done manually.
Really?
Yeah.
Just yelling at each other type of thing.
And many times you see like the brokers and stock exchange are running all over the place, screaming on
like
the phone.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Do you know who
looking
they're
stuff.
talking to?
Who?
Talking to their clients. Each one of them work for a company, and they talk to clients who have hundreds of millions or very big sums in the market. And they can tell them, obviously not financial advice, but like what they think based off the balances of the market, like some crazy stuff. They know what's about to happen, or what's more probable to
Because more
happen.
people are yelling, less people are. It's like, dude, that's
It's
crazy,
bro.
It's like CNBC, like the guys on CNBC type of thing, right? Like you see running around and all this type of stuff with the papers. This.
Do you know Jim Cramer?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
you guys heard what
Mad
happened
Money and everything.
with what he's been going on on Twitter. So basically, this guy Jim Cramer, whatever he calls out, whatever stock he calls
it's
out,
the opposite,
goes
right?
the opposite,
Yeah,
goes
I've seen
down.
that.
So like he called out like bank stocks are safe or something like that a few days ago, and the whole banking system just
Silicon
crashed.
Valley Bank.
And I actually saw him inside the stock exchange, and I'm like, is it cool if like I take a quick selfie? And they're like, no, he has to like go. I'm like, thank you. Great. Like, it's okay, dude. Like,
That's crazy.
Don't take a picture,
Funny enough, before you even got here, Kyle was saying a bunch of people were hitting him up saying, what do you think about the banks? And what should we do?
Oh, yeah.
Curious enough, what do you think about all that
Oh
stuff?
my God.
So we're going to put in the title like Silicon Valley Bank. It's like good
Yo.
for the SEO.
So
anyways, actually, what do you think about
literally,
this shit?
Okay, 60 days ago, went into the bank. I went to my banker, and I'm like, bro.
What bank are you at? Like Chase?
Chase, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, yo, bro, why don't you just throw into like something called a CD? A CD is like basically 5% of your money, 4% of your money. And I'm like, bro, I had this weird feeling after the whole collapse of what's that called? The SBF thing?
FTX.
FTX, right?
FTX. Crypto.
So after that all happened, I'm like, bro, funny enough, I'm kind of losing my trust in banks. And I'm like, I feel like it might be next. This was 60 days ago. Not to say like that, like I called it, but I called it.
Yeah.
And like, it's pretty crazy to see. And I think that the government won't let it happen though. They're not going to let it,
like Chase.
yeah, they're not going to let it go.
Nobody's
it's just
fucking
not
with
going to happen
Chase.
because the government will literally print money if that happens. Because in 2008, this similar thing happened and the world literally went to garbage, and they're afraid of that. And this whole thing, this bank that just crashed, was this number 16 bank in the world.
The
Feds just bailed them out.
Oh,
And I think that was a very smart move because it could have been a chain
Even this
reaction.
morning, though, did you see like First Republic Bank? It's a
Also.
big bank, New York, New Jersey, big bank, down like 70% this morning. There's like there's like 9 banks pretty much. They're all just like minus 50% type of thing. 'Cause they're all just, it's all like a trickle effect, you know, like SVB. They all have like accounts with SVB, and like they're all just like getting destroyed.
Yeah. It's very scary. Definitely what I learned about investments is diversify, and you're insured up to 250,000 with banks. Anything more than that is obviously a risk. They were telling me, you know, those little slots in the banks that you can put cash in?
Yeah.
They're like, what's it called? Banks?
The safety deposit
deposit box. So they actually said they stopped doing that in many chases. Why? Because one time they had a flood and all the money got ruined, whatever.
Oh, really?
And they said that it wasn't covered. People literally lost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Jeez.
Yeah, because they said you're not allowed to keep cash in it, and it's not insured. It's not like, oh, if something happens to it, like they're
Just
liable.
like physical cash. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's mostly meant for, I guess, like jewelry and stuff. But like people use it for cash. I guess that's why they stopped it.
Jeez.
Because if anything happens, there's fire. I'm sure they're fireproof, but like
Honestly,
things-
this sounds effed up, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting for everything to just collapse.
scary.
Dude, I made so much money during like COVID. Like the 2020, I remember like this, like it was yesterday. I was literally I was in college and the market was going down like 2,000 points. And I was like literally just depositing money to my brokerage. I'm just like, hey, like I'm ready. Like I was just ready just to start buying shit. Cause like that, like when everyone's like scared, panicking, bleeding, dying, that's when you buy. Like that's where you make the money.
Facts, bro.
Like even like Buffett says it, like Charlie Munger, all these guys just say it's like, yo, when everyone's like on the streets crying, bleeding, America's not going anywhere.
That's facts.
It's not going anywhere. It's like relative to every other country in the world, it's like 1,000x. You know what I mean?
It's so true.
So pretty much if America goes, everyone's going, so the money is useless, right? So it's not going anywhere. So when everyone's dying, when these banks are getting destroyed, that's when you buy. Like for example, Chase, I think put like billions of dollars into SVB like yesterday because they're like, this is cake.
When it's fucking
You know
down.
what I mean? When it's down, let's buy it all. Let's buy up all the accounts. We're buying it for like pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
There was a bank in so like SVB in like I think like the UK, like the UK branch. Another bank bought them for €1. €1. Why? Like they still value. You know what I mean? Like you can still make a lot of value out of it, but that's where you make real money. So for all the guys out there,
they probably just write off the losses or something.
yeah, but like for all the guys out there who are like scared, don't be scared. Just have your cash, stack it up, whether it's physical cash or cash in your bank account. Have it ready. Yeah, it might go down a little bit, blah blah blah, but just have it ready because like when the time hits, you start buying like just good stocks, like normal stocks.
Yeah.
You buy Apple, you buy Google, you buy Facebook, you buy.
Sure, it'll always come back up.
Or get an asset that's going to appreciate, like a little Rolex.
But even buy some cheap real estate, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm looking at like Waste Management.
Yeah.
I want to buy like 2-3 shares every single month of Waste Management. Why? Garbage is not going anywhere.
Yeah,
We're just making more and more garbage. Like I own a warehouse. Like Amazon's getting bigger. They just have more and more garbage. These companies just get bigger, bigger.
Yeah.
Another one called Iron Mountain. Have you ever heard of Iron Mountain? It's pretty much like data management. So what they used to do is like when big companies had a lot of files, they would like literally like go to like the companies, pick up the files and like put them in like warehouses. But like as data started getting bigger, they just ended with like hard drives. So like the U.S. government like pays them to like have all like this like top secret
That's
stuff.
scary though.
But then they pay
Water.
them. But then they pay them for all the storage. You know what I mean? So like that business just keeps getting bigger as like more data and all this stuff accumulates.
Yeah.
Those are places where like, all right, the economy tanks, I don't know, 30%. The stock's down like 40%, but that company's not going anywhere.
Right.
That's where you get a 40% discount.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
Amazon's discounted right now.
Amazon's
Yeah,
discount.
Amazon-
Like
all these
AWS,
guys.
like they're a server, they're a data company. People think they're a physical product company. They're not.
Also,
So you want me to
Go.
I'm gonna put you guys onto game, okay? You may or may not know this. There's a website called the Fear and Greed Index. You ever heard of it?
no, it's
What this is, it tells you what state of mind America is in. Okay? Basically, it tells you, are they in fear are they greed?
And you do the opposite.
Do the opposite. You want to be a smart investor? Go away from the herd. Every time, you can look this up, it's in very much fear. Go long. Start buying stocks. When it's in greed, start looking to sell slowly. Boom, 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 boom. The market today, everyone thought it was going to crash because all these banks crashing, right? What happened? It was in greed this morning. Boom.
Yeah.
Right? So it's all about doing the opposite because
Sam's on that website every morning. You're like 8 a.m. He's looking at it.
I can't wait for it to be greed for it to be on fear, like level 1, right?
Yeah.
Level 1 to 100. So
that's
100 is greed. 1 is
the cash.
Yeah.
Like you have the cash ready.
Today was on 22. People were scared out of their mind for their money.
So that means it's good to buy.
It was good to buy.
Good to buy.
And I mean, of course, we can always go lower, but that's when you start positions. That's when you start to buy. Of course, not financial advice.
No, of course.
No, and the stock market's not logical at all. Like whatever happened yesterday, bad or good, literally just bet the opposite because everyone is thinking, oh, a bad thing happened. That means it's going to go down. And if everyone who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing and doesn't control majority of the market thinks it's going to go down, it's not going to go down.
It's like, think about it like this. It's like the market is controlled by buyers and sellers. When there's no more sellers left, what's left? Buyers come in and push it up.
Yeah.
So that's just how the fear.
Well, I think there's also a statistic, like, I think it's like 67% of the time a stock is going to go up, and then like minority of the time it goes down. So you're actually more likely to win if you go long than short.
That's true. Probably S&P 500. I mean, over time, people are greedy.
Well,
right?
of course,
The market will always go up over time, and just buy slowly. Never put your eggs in one basket. I've learned that, So
actually, Kobe Bryant would say, "Fuck the basket, just make more eggs." That's the best way to think about it, right? So you got one basket with all your eggs. Fuck that basket. It's full. Go make some more eggs and put another basket.
I like that.
Yeah.
I thought it's a Kobe quote from somewhere. Yeah.
It's funny because like during COVID, right? Like when everything crashed. So instead of me just buying everything like on the dip and just letting it ride, like I was day trading. I was like losing money, like day trading. And while I saw my friends like have not done a single thing, just like having their Tesla go up like 1,000%. I'm like, so obviously sometimes this investing isn't about like hard work. It's about smart work. And it's definitely about focusing on making money. Like if you have less than 10K in your bank, don't think the stock market
not gonna make you $1 million.
It's not gonna make you rich. Like if you have less than 10K in the bank, you should focus on building skills, focus on learning sales, focus on learning marketing, focus on these things that will actually make you get to that 100K. And then
businesses will make you the cash flow and all this stuff, and then the stocks will like help your money move without you doing anything.
Right.
But it won't like quadruple your net worth if you're not like in it all day going like this. You know what I mean?
I actually had a friend. We went to dinner with him. COVID crashed, put 750K or so into the market. It turned into 4.5 million.
I believe it. Well, he got out the right time. That's timing. You know what I mean?
Timing. He bought everything at garbage, and he's like, "Oh wait, boom, things just going."
Oh wait, like 6 months. He probably waited, like 8 months, maybe a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he made a few million. But
what are your thoughts on Shopify stock? Like actually,
I believe in it. You see, the thing is, sometimes companies are great, but the stock won't actually follow that, right? And that's unfortunate. And it's just the market we're in. So not necessarily will I say, okay, I'm going to just throw all my money into something that
like long term. Are you bullish that Shopify keeps going, keeps growing the way it is?
I don't know. I think I am definitely like. E-commerce is growing. Shopify is awesome, but who knows? Like maybe there's a new platform that comes out that just rocks it.
We asked Danny Silva the same question. He was like, "Yeah, like they have no moat. They're gonna go to shit."
Yeah,
that's what he thought.
Yeah.
And I was like,
like they're growing really fast right now, but like realistically, how long can they sustain a platform of like a bunch of 16-year-olds that have stores for 90 days and then say this is a scam and then drop it? Because like that's like 80% of Shopify's user base, maybe 90.
I think Pagefly is definitely huge. It's an app on the Shopify that you can create a custom landing page on a Shopify store, which looks way better than these Shopify themes.
Yeah.
I think from their standpoint, they should be creating their own platform.
Oh, they should be doing so much.
They should be doing something where they acquire the customer. They can knock them out of the water like ClickFunnels is doing. ClickFunnels is crushing it. They created their own, customer base. And when you can control the customer, you can charge whatever you want.
Yeah, they're just data companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Shopify is definitely awesome though. For
Yeah,
right
like,
now,
like,
I am not going to anything else.
Yeah,
Shopify
like there's a
is
few
killer.
competitors, and like most of them suck. It's just like who has the funds to be able to compete with Shopify.
Right.
Like that's all it is. Like TikTok, they had the manpower, they had the momentum, they had the fan base to be able to grow to like almost as big of a user base as Facebook. That's why they have advertisers. It's like who's going to be that for?
I saw something on Twitter
Shopify.
that like Stripe and Shopify should just merge. It's like it'd make a lot of sense. I think Shopify is one of their biggest customers, but then like Shopify like relies so much on Stripe. Like I think that's probably one of their biggest like
Income
expenses.
streams.
No, expenses like fucking
Yeah.
Stripe. Well,
they get a percentage of whatever one.
but then they pay them a percent too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like just own it. Why keep paying these people over and over and over again? Because like Shopify has such a big like customer base that they can become like the bank, like Stripe and all this type of stuff.
Yeah,
but
they do. They have Shopify payments.
But Stripe,
that's powered by
Stripe's
Stripe,
behind it. Yeah, it's
Oh,
powered
really?
by Stripe. Exactly.
Interesting.
So
Yeah, they probably own a piece of that.
It's like what it's like, yeah. They're investors in Stripe, but they don't like outright own it. It's like they white label it pretty much, and they kind of like change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
I went to IKEA yesterday for some furniture shopping, and it was pretty funny how they take you in a whole
a maze, right?
It's a funnel.
Yeah.
It's a funnel.
It's a funnel.
You walk in, you're like, okay, now it's like you got to do the outdoor stuff, and then you do the kitchen stuff, and then the room stuff.
It's very smart.
Just to get out, it took me longer to get in. And I'm like, how is that even possible? I'm just coming. I'm like,
Upsell.
No. For real though, for those of you that like don't live in the United States who are watching and listening, IKEA is like a common furniture store. Like you can buy you could buy furniture. They also have like a random food court, but like the way that it's designed is very smart. Like I haven't seen any other physical store like department retail store that's designed like this. You literally walk in and it's just this one long strip of a bunch of different categories. There's kitchen, there's living room, there's bathroom, there's bedroom, but like you can't leave. There's no like exit doors. You have to go through the funnel until you leave. And it's crazy because people buy shit they don't need because they're forced to. Like imagine Walmart, Target. Imagine they had one aisle and it just zigzag and you can't get out until you go all through the aisles. Genius. Like how much money would they make? Like 2-3 times as much as they normally do. It's crazy.
It's funny. My dad says the worst time to ever go like food shopping is when you're hungry.
Oh yeah,
because you're just gonna buy so much shit. You know what I mean?
So
it's the same concept as e-commerce, right? It's like when there's a lot of demand and you want to like buy products, you're just gonna go buy, check out. It's the same concept. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why we know we run ads at the times that people are actually on their phone wanting to buy. You know, like the afternoon times are great. You know, not like at 6 a.m. You know, the person's like getting up, getting his coffee. They're not gonna be like, oh, let me just buy something real quick before I go to work. You know, like. So for sure.
You know what? Another thing that I've noticed is like at the end of the month, people buy a lot.
Yeah.
Because everyone's expenses are at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, you know, I had a budget this month. I already went over it. Like, you know what? I'll just like put $500 on my credit card and like, it'll reset on the first of next month. Yeah. So a lot of times I'll see a little bit of an influx at the end of the month, and like a lot of guru screenshots out there, you'll kind of see a similar thing. Like maybe slower in the beginning of the month, a little dip, and then like all of a sudden the end of the month, a little spike.
Yeah.
Like,
I just noticed something.
Yo, New Money Talks fam, sorry for the interruption. Just wanted to shout out our sponsor, Mars Agency. They have managed over $100 million in paid ad spend and generated over $200 million for over 50 different companies that they've worked with, both e-commerce and non-e-commerce. They handle everything regarding paid advertising, digital content creation, SEO, and everything that encompasses brand or company growth. So if you run a company that can sell anything online, I highly recommend that you check out the link in our description, say that New Money Talk sent you, and they'll take care of the rest. Now back to the podcast.
That's fire.
Hazla?
1 second. I'll be right back.
Bring him in the video.
Yeah. Hezbollah. We got a guest appearance.
He's been with Nelk a bunch too.
Yeah. You know he's scared of puppies?
Huh?
They had him on an episode where they brought out a bunch of puppies.
He's scared of dogs?
Yeah, and he was like running around. He was like jumping. He was like scared of like these little tiny baby puppies. Yeah, what's going on, Hezbollah?
That's good, bro. So, does he look like me? Do I look like
Does he look
I actually want to meet this guy. I heard he doesn't even speak English.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I think
It's
he knows a
some
couple
weird
words.
sounds he makes.
It's like a mouse.
That's what oh my God, the guy's hilarious. But you know what? He took his personality and he
blew it up.
blew it up. I
Yeah.
love that. You know, social media today, you're a consumer or a producer, right? You can either make money from it or you can just be scrolling and, as you say, be stuck in the matrix, right?
100%.
Just be stuck in it. Like, how many times are you scrolling throughout the day and not realizing, like, what are you doing? Like, wake up, look up. There's a real world around you, right?
Yeah.
And, like, I always train myself, like, produce, don't consume too much, you know? Unfollow the people that are not motivating you. Unfollow the people that are just draining you. Unfollow all those people that are not, you know, getting you better in life. And that's important because social media is actually where most people spend their time.
100%.
Right? So if you're following the wrong people, it's like being around the wrong friends. You know, they say, average of 5 friends
is you.
are.
Exactly.
So today, it's actually the average of who you're following, you are.
Yeah.
So if you are following the right people, very likely that's what you're going to be interested in. If you're following all these motivational pages, these, you know, these people who know what they're talking about, you're getting value, you're naturally going to want to be like those people because you're going to see the lifestyle, you're going to see the value, you're going to learn, right? And obviously, hopefully, you implement, right? But it's a great start.
100%.
Look at who you're following, and that's probably where you are right now.
For sure. From social media, especially, how'd you grow your following to get so big? I was looking like you figure it out.
So
Put your friend on the side.
Yeah, there you go.
So the way I grew on social media, well, Tai was a huge part. Tai was a huge part in that, and definitely the blue check helped me a lot.
Did you buy that?
So
I put him on the spot.
It's definitely more than $11 a month. Like it's gonna be.
definitely more than $11.
100%.
Say that much. It was a lot, but
Fuck yeah,
to
yeah.
get that
On Twitter,
done
it's
is-
fucking like free now. It's like it's bullshit.
Practically like
yeah,
$8
it's
a
$11
month.
bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Instagram is definitely an amazing platform, and I just ran probably over $100,000 worth of ads.
Okay,
It matters.
That was
Yeah.
massive. A lot of just networking and just manually engaging with pages at first, you know, because when you're small, no one really knows you. Once you have like a content in place and like you're bigger, like people share it around, and it
starts moving.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, you have to like try to engage with like 50 pages a day. That's what I was doing, like 50 accounts a day. I was like liking like a few of their posts, like commenting on them, following them, you know, like even sometimes DMing people like, hey, what's up? Like I heard you're like doing also e-commerce. Like let's jump on a call sometime. We'll like learn from each other. Like networking was big, and yeah, slowly just people started to know more about me, content. Obviously, like my best type of content, I was like promoting and I was doing ads.
Yeah.
So that helped me a lot.
That's smart. Yeah. So you did all of it, like organic ads, all the shit.
I
Yeah.
never really like got into the TikTok world. I know it's awesome and I have to be on it, but I just like you said, you can't do everything. You know,
sure.
It's like you rather master one platform and be awesome at it than do all three and then have like 200 followers.
You'd rather be a master than jack of all trades, type of thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like certain people see blow up on YouTube and they have like 500 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, because they made it their.
You did YouTube as well too, though, right? Or you do it like a little bit?
Yeah, I actually started I made my first money online from YouTube. I was actually reposting basketball videos. So, you know, like those highlight videos from, you know, these YouTube highlight videos for basketball. I would actually subscribe and turn my notifications on. The second they posted a video, I would go to YouTube Downloader, download that, and then repost it on YouTube. And then one of my videos went crazy viral. It was actually a video of Rihanna walking on the court, and that got like 2.5 million views, maybe $4,000 in a single day as a 16-year-old kid. I remember showing my mom. She's like, wait, really? Like, yeah, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then that's why I really like got into dropshipping also, because I saw that and I'm like, okay, this is real. Like I didn't even flinch. Most people think, should I get into the business? Should I not? For like they think about it for like a year. Like either do it or not. You know, like go all in. And I say 6 month rule, 6 months. Any business that you're starting, any goal you have, focus on it for 6 months. Not 1 month, not 2 months, not 1 week. Even when it gets hard, 6 months every single day.
We're at 3 months with this podcast, right?
Yeah.
It's like 3.5 months.
4.
We're almost at 4. No, it's moving. Like, that's a good rule. The 6 month rule, I like that.
Yeah.
Because after 6 months, you'll see like, all right, this is legit. It can be legit. I see the potential.
Yeah.
But like before that, yeah, it's like I didn't give it enough time. You know what I mean?
I would say like 6 months for a particular like business, but maybe like 18 months for like a business model. So like, for example, drop shipping, you might be like in the pet niche or something. And like, you have to, if you want to stick out that niche for like, let's say you have pets.com, you have to like stick that out for like 6 months, but that might not work within 6 months. You might need 18 months to figure out that the business model works, but like you have to pivot like industries or something like that, you know?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, honestly, like for me, like I'll test a product one day, it doesn't work.
Fuck it, next product. Yeah.
But I get that for sure. Like speed is so important, especially if you're young. You know, starting young is the best thing in the world. But no matter what age, you're always gonna say, "I wish I started earlier."
Oh, 100%.
You know,
yeah,
that's a problem. A lot of people today, they're like, "I wish I started earlier," and that will actually stop them from actually starting. Right?
Yeah.
That's what the world is designed to do: make you feel bad and actually not get you to do something.
Yeah.
I think confidence today is very important.
For sure.
Right? Everyone's talking today about like, you know, don't be a show off or whatever. Right? Those things are very important. But having confidence doesn't mean you're a show off.
Yeah.
It's just you value yourself, and you can go out there and make a change and talk highly of yourself, especially when you're by yourself. Like I was sitting in a hot tub in Miami, and the homeless, like this guy said he was homeless a year ago, and then he made crazy money over the last year, and he was in a crazy penthouse. I'm like, what was the secret? And he's like, bro, you should see me every single morning when I was like pretty much broke, homeless, whatever. He used to go to his mirror. He lived with one of his buddies. He stood at his mirror every morning and he scream at himself. He's like, yo, I'm a millionaire. I got cars. I got
affirmations. Yeah.
Affirmations, right? And he's like, everyone thought I was crazy, but everything I told myself in that mirror came true.
Yeah.
But he said he didn't just tell himself. He believed it. He closed his eyes and he believed that he already had that. He felt that thing, and I did that. Also, I tried it out. I went to my laptop. I also was like not doing big numbers back then. I put a car on my computer, my old computer. Fast forward 3 years later, I buy a car, right? I come home with that car with the AMG, right? And and then all of a sudden I'm like going through my old stuff and I find this like rusty laptop. I turn it on, and like I literally like I went like white. I'm like,
yeah.
That's the same exact car that was on my first laptop that I looked at every single day, all through the tears. And I'm telling you guys, I cried before. That's how bad I wanted it. It was very hard, right? Like most people don't see that stuff. Most people don't see that now. Like everyone's like, yo, you got success, whatever, how's it feel, da da da. But they don't see that, and that's what I went through. But I wanted it so bad. I looked at it, I'm like, that's mine. It's already mine, right? And when you say that, you have so much confidence. It's game over.
100%.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, it's like, you have to like pair like delusional confidence with action and execution. Because like the confidence is like one thing, but like there's people that will scream in the mirror whatever they want in the morning, and then they'll go and watch Netflix all day. So like, but then there's also people on the flips. I think like it's a combination of both, because you have to be confident, but like you also just can't fear failure as well. Sure. Like you just got to go in and be like, if I fail, that just means I'm one failure closer to success. Yeah. You know, I think there's one dude who like sat down, like a successful guy sat down with another guy, and he's like, if you were 50 no's away from your $1 million yes,
but you do it.
How fucking fast would you work to get those no's?
That's great.
And it's like, that's how quickly that you should be working to pursue whatever the fuck you want to pursue. And if you get that first no, you're 49 away from that $1 million company.
100%.
Cut that real.
Yeah.
That's fire. No, for sure.
This has been good, dude. This has been fire.
This is a smart fucking company.
Yeah.
It's literally fucking cardboard for $60, $70.
60?
What? Yeah, it's like $60 or like $65.
I know how to do that too, actually. It's just like a cutter. It's a cutting machine.
It's smart. I wonder if they had to like give
dude, that's
like
so easy, actually.
They sold.
They're probably,
that's a really
probably even not. They're trying just doing it. I actually
came
saw,
in a small package.
You want to know something crazy?
They folded it?
Yeah.
Dude, I ripped
look at the creases. It folds in half.
You paid
and then
$60 for that.
$60 bucks for this?
It was actually like 60 euros.
How much do you think they're making a day on this?
Dude, this cost them like $2 to make, probably.
Yeah.
Shipped, it's probably like
$10 including ship.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's 6x margin.
You get like a $4 CPA, you're making $10 per.
And organic will probably go crazy.
Oh, organic will go crazy on this.
They're probably gonna take this
There's
video right now. And
There's a
then
free
use it
one.
as,
There's a
like,
free one just
free
for you.
UGC.
Hey,
Yeah,
sponsor
we'll-
us, whatever.
send-
I
Yeah, send us
forgot
more.
what they were called.
Send
but-
more. Oh, it falls though. You got it.
Do you have
That's
any, do you have any other pressing stuff? I know you had something coming out of your mouth that you wanted to share. It's getting late. That's why I asked that.
Yeah, it's getting way too crazy in here. Yeah, life's good when you think it's good.
100%.
And it's all about perspective, right? It's like some people, they're driving the Lamborghinis and they're depressed. And there's some people the opposite. They're poor and depressed. And there's happy people that are also broke. And there is happy people that are rich. It comes from your mind and it's in your control. So just live life, because you talk to old people, and I've been doing that a lot. Talk to the oldest person you know and ask them, like, what do you regret? And like, what would you do more of? They're always like, spend more time with the family, just enjoy the moment. Don't be too hard on yourself. Those are the things. Just work hard and live the greatest life you can live. Don't look back and regret.
Yeah.
Definitely. Should we add the big boy over there?
Yeah. Shit. I'm trying to think if there's, I want to ask you like just one more question about like marriage and the speed at which you got married, and then what your plans are for the future. Because are you going to have a little Sam Jacobs 2.0 running around?
We'll see. Definitely. I mean, it's obviously the goal, like money's great, success is great, but like legacy is even better, like family is everything for me. And that's what I do. Everything I do for my family, my future. And that's why I did everything I do young, right? I started my business when I was 16, got married when I was 22, did 7 million online, at this age. Like, I've done things at great speeds, and I think speed has been a big part of that.
100%. I love it. You did the same way you iterated and test your products. That's how fast you got married too.
Tested it. It was good.
Tested it,
It was good.
Add to carts are good.
It was a quick
few
but
dates.
expensive test.
Yeah, definitely a lot of restaurants, but but yeah, dating is like testing drop shipping a little bit. No, not at all. But no, definitely.
Does the product have any defects? You have to return it.
Listen. I'll speak on that for a second. A lot of people look for a partner and they look for the wrong things, And for me, like, I was imagining myself, can I be with this person for the rest of my life? And also, can this person motivate me, help me become a better person, and not just, oh, well, she looks beautiful or whatever, what everyone wants today. Like, look beyond that, because that all stuff is great. But these 80-year-old married couples, you ask them, what's the secret? And they're telling you the opposite. They're telling you, look deeper, right? Is she a humble woman, right? Is the man someone that is respectful, right? And honestly, a lot of people demand so much, but they look themselves in the mirror. They don't even have half what they want from a woman,
Yeah.
So
You got nothing to offer.
Yeah, like you got to be, as I say, an alpha man before you ask for anything great. And I think that's important to live up to what you want in life. You want something great, be that person that you want to be.
100%.
And you'll get it.
Do you mind me asking like what she does for work, or if she works?
So yeah, I think working, it keeps people busy. It's healthy. Although I can just tell her not to work. I think that she loves it, right? She loves working with kids, and she does. She's going in college, so she's going for special ed. She works in a school as well. She loves what she does. She does it only for a few hours a day, so it keeps her busy. And she has a schedule. It's very important, to have that. No matter how much, like, obviously it's up to them. Whatever she wants. I'm optimizing for her happiness, and that will give me happiness. So.
A happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, it's 100% true.
Exactly.
And especially when you have respect. And I think a relationship, it motivates people and it shapes people in the way they need, right? If something that bothers you in your other half in marriage, many times is what you have to work on inside of you, right? So if, let's say, the girl takes, too long to get dressed, then for me, I look at that as, hey, I get to work on my patience. Right.
Lack patience. Yeah.
So some guys get super upset at the randomest things. You can either take that and get upset at every little thing, or say, how can I learn from this? And that I use in life in general. You walk outside, you see someone smiling, you see someone not smiling, right? Like, you could analyze people and say, how do I want to be, right? You can learn something from everything out there. You can learn something from a tree. You can learn how it renews itself, right? Every single season. You can learn the essence of time, right? Why do you think there's this concept of time? 1 minute, 1 second. Who cares about 1 millisecond? It's showing that every single second, every single minute matters. What happened today doesn't mean yesterday will affect today. Whatever happened yesterday, who cares? Today's a new day.
New day, yeah.
New hour, new minute, new millisecond. Let's keep moving forward, because people get stuck in the past. That's where depression hits. Depression hits when you start really just, oh man, why did I do that or whatever, and just keep getting stuck. Clear, move forward. What did I learn? Can I learn something? Can I do something? Move forward, right? That's every decision for me. Can I do something about it? Yes or no? No, then why would I worry about it? Boom. Can I do something? Yes, great. Let me do it. Boom. Move forward.
Yeah, I like that. A lot of people, I think like in general, a lot of people that are like less wealthy, less happy, they're very problem focused. Very many people that are successful, happy, healthy, they're very solution focused. Yeah. I like that.
And you can't take your shit too seriously. Like life's kind of like a game. Life is a big game, a big joke. Like, it's not a joke, but it's a joke. Like, you always be like happy, smiling. Like, as long as no one's dead. Pretty much I said this. If like the person's not dead, you're okay. Yeah. It's really that. Sure. You know what I mean? It's like,
if you got a heartbeat, a breath.
Like, especially people like in our scenarios, like money wise, but like life. If you're watching this, pretty much, you're probably in a much better place than somebody else. Like, take it into perspective. Like, if you're on YouTube watching a video like this, or on Spotify listening to this, like, there's someone in like, I don't know, the middle of like Zimbabwe or something with no running goddamn water. So, like, just put it into perspective, just because you're upset because your girlfriend likes somebody else's picture and it bothered you, like, who gives a crap?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Grateful thinking.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, every day, make it a habit. End of the night, 10 things you're grateful for, or even 5, 3. Name grateful things. People are just talking negativity out of their mouth. Your mouth and your mind are very, very powerful. So if you write things down that you're grateful for and you start talking in the manner that you want to be treated, your mind is going to start being programmed differently. You're just going to be happier. I am amazing. Thank you for waking me up. I'm up today, right? I got to experience the day, right? I'm alive, right? I have clothes, I have food, I have running water, right? All these things are very important that we start with these things, and then we can start focusing on the money. The money obviously is so awesome. You can do amazing things with it. But if you don't have the fundamentals straight, you're running around with like a chicken without a head.
Literally. Yeah.
So definitely money. People say, does money make you happy? I think that what you could do with money is can make you happy. The fact that you can go on a vacation, the fact that you can provide for your family food, you can give, you can enjoy, you don't have to worry about the next bill. Those are the things that make you happy, that freedom, and that can be done with money. But the numbers on the screen, it's kind of like it's like a video game, and it's not really what's going to give you that happiness. Like, I remember, like how like my bank just kept going up, right? Like, okay, went from like, from 99,000 to 100,000. I'm like, oh my God, I hit 100,000. And I'm like, 5 minutes later, I'm like, okay, I'm not really like anymore.
I feel the same as 99.
So it's not like the numbers on the screen makes you happier. It's like, okay, now guess what? I can now go on vacation, not worry that how much money I've left.
Yeah.
So
I love it. This was a good conversation.
Yeah.
100%. What are you selling? Where people find you to buy whatever you're selling?
Link in bio. My Instagram is at Real Sam Jacobs. Funny story. I used to have Sam Jacobs. Instagram got deleted. I had to start from 0 again.
Does that handle exist still or no?
I mean, you can't find it. It's gone. Guys, look it up. It's not there. And if anyone works at Instagram, Facebook, you can look it up. Yeah, like all these people have offered like a few $1,000s, get it back, whatever. But I have a blue check on Real Sam Jacobs. I don't want to change it. But yeah, Real Sam Jacobs on Instagram, and I have a YouTube channel, post here and there when I have time.
Also on our end, I just on the last video called like the Gentleman I saw My First Million. You ever seen that podcast? It's called My First Million. They have like I think around 200K subs.
Wow.
Like they're growing pretty well. it's called like gentleman's agreement. So it's like we make these videos for free. You watch these things for free, but all we ask you is one thing: make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe to
is
the
this
channel.
on YouTube?
Yeah,
It's gonna
YouTube.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe. If you're on Spotify, like 5 stars or whatever.
Yeah.
Comment, like it. All that crap helps. You know what I mean?
Share it around, you know?
Share it around.
Sharing today is so key. Like it takes 30 seconds. Like share it into like a few of your friends you care about that you want to help. Because if you don't share it to them, they're gonna go spend 3 hours on TikTok. So what do you rather? Them watch this, listen to this, or go on TikTok? So
100%.
your choice.
Yeah.
You can help them.
A lot of guys do a lot of like sharing stuff. Like I don't know if you know Alex Lieberman. He owns like Morning Brew.
Oh, yeah.
He said something like, take this and like throw it into like your family group chat or something like that. Or
Yeah,
like throw it into your
group
friends group
chats.
chat. Like somebody else will watch, someone else will enjoy it, someone else will get like inspiration, find you, find Kyle, find any of us and be like, oh shoot, like there's really something better than like go get a 9 to 5 or something. You know what I mean? But
you guys have been one of I think I enjoy this podcast. Like I've been
Appreciate
on a
you,
lot of
yeah.
them, and this was chill.
it was
vibe.
chill, bro. Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like-
real.
And like we actually got like tons of value. Like
Yeah.
that was wild.
No, we pull it out of the people. We also try to do it like chill. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like no, like here's a list of questions. Go one question.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't like. Dude,
It's like on a couch also. It's like
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
we had
Sets
no
the
clue
tone.
we were going to talk about before you even got here. We're just like,
Yeah.
we'll just figure it out as
right.
we go.
I love that.
Yeah.
This is cool. Yeah. Subscribe, like, comment. This is a good one. 22, right? 22. 22.
We'll see you at 23.
We'll see you at
Yeah.
23. We want to get to 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
1,000 subs. So that's what we're working on.
Let's go, guys.
All right, bro. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And on to the
Yeah.
next one.
That was fire.
Later.
Peace.